Welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. Stand up for your country. Well, as you may know, I was in England when the Hamas war broke out. Totally the Islamic militants' fault. 100%. I mean, they attacked and killed civilians. Was I surprised? No. And it was interesting to see it in England because there are far more Arabs in England than Jews. So the reaction is much different to the conflict in the Middle East than it would be here. We will have the best analysis of this tonight. And I say that with no braggadocio. If you invest time on television, what you are getting is a regurgitation, okay, of talking points given to the commentators by certain vested interests. Not here. We don't do that. Nobody would even dare approach me with that. So we're going to give you a clear-eyed look at why this happened and how it affects America, okay? And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So number one, it's an evil act. There are three evil entities in the world right now. Islamic militancy, and that includes Iran, which drove this Hamas attack, all right? Two, Putin's totalitarian regime in Russia. Three, communist China. Those three evil entities are all capable on any day of murdering civilians because they don't care about that. That's very important to keep in mind. So if the United States or Britain or France murders civilians, that's a big deal. Not in the evil countries. Not at all. Don't care. Very important for you to understand that. Now, this conflict has been underway for 2,000 years, and it's never going to end. You can have treaty after treaty after treaty after treaty, not going to end. Certain amount of Arabs are going to hate the Jews, and the Jews are going to be on the defensive, protecting themselves. Okay? That is not going to stop. Now, why the criticism toward Israel? Because Israel does overstep sometimes in its defense. There's no doubt about that. There's a justification for it. Jews in many parts of the world are vilified. Europe to this day, even after the Holocaust, after the Nazis, after all of that, to this day, it's much more difficult to be a Jewish person in Europe than it is in the United States. Much more difficult. Those old anti-Semitic prejudices hold in many quarters. The Jews know that. They had to have a safe place, to use the lexicon of today. Harry Truman, after World War II, provided that safe place, as did Great Britain. That was a civilized thing to do. By doing that, they trampled on the Arabs who were living in Palestine. The Jews came in, took over, ran it the way they wanted to run it. The Arabs were shunted aside. And believe me, there is no love lost between the Palestinian people and the Jews. They hate each other, generally speaking. The United States can't do anything about this other than to help Israel, which is our ally. Trump was a very strong proponent of Israel. Biden is not. You don't believe me? Ask Netanyahu. Okay? Biden is not. Nor was Barack Obama. They're not anti-Israel. They're not anti-Semitic, but they weren't at the level of a Trump or a George W. Bush. Now, I'm not going to get into the realpolitik, as they say, of why Israel is important to us, but you need to know that their intelligence agencies, particularly Mossad, are very effective. And they provide the United States a lot of very important information, particularly in hunting down ISIS and Al-Qaeda. The Jews are very, very helpful in that. Okay? Israel also has an atomic weapon, a nuclear bomb. And so the United States has a vested interest, not just humanitarian, but militarily in Israel. And the loons here in the USA who hate Israel are so far out and would put all of us in so much jeopardy, it's almost not even worth considering their opinion at this point. That's how ridiculous it is. So we need Israel to be our ally, and they, of course, need us. So there's a lot of garbage going on, as I mentioned. And once again, I want to reemphasize that Israel does punish the Palestinian people unfairly at times. Okay? Israel is not a benevolent government. It is not. It's a militaristic government designed to protect the Jewish people who live there. That's what it is. You got to understand that. Now, the attack on Israel, according to the Wall Street Journal reporting, which I believe is true, even though I use anonymous sources, the reporting came from Hamas. So Hamas was talking to the Wall Street Journal. The attack was planned in August, and Iran, the Revolutionary Guard, designed the attack. Again, when I was in England and I heard about it, that did not surprise me. There are a number of reasons for the timing of it. Nothing to do with the $6 billion hostage money. That money's in Qatar, in a bank. The mullahs haven't gotten it yet. When the mullahs do get it, they'll spend it on whatever they want to spend it on, despite them saying it's all humanitarian. That's a bunch of bull. Once the mullahs have the money in their hands, they'll do whatever they want with the money. And Biden's not going to stop them. But the money is still in the bank. We can stop that. Because if Qatar gives the money to Iran, we can devastate Qatar. So they won't. So you should know that. There's a lot of propaganda floating around. It isn't true. This is not Biden's fault. I know the Republicans are blaming him, but it's not. U.S. intel didn't know about it, right? In Israeli intel, usually pretty good, but our intel before 9/11, but for 22 years, our intel has been pretty good. We haven't been attacked at that level again. But this caught everybody by surprise. Now you're going to have to figure out why. Why didn't the Israelis get a tip on it? Egypt says it tipped Israel because Gaza is right between Egypt and Israel. And the Egyptians say, we told them. Has to be taken seriously. The next thing is Biden's demeanor. It was not a good look to hold a barbecue on Sunday. There's 11 Americans dead, and there will be more. That's not a good look. Does anybody think that's a good look? And today, we'll run a soundbite from Biden. He's more than an hour late for his address. The man is doddering. He cannot do the job. A barbecue at the White House? That's what you're holding on a Sunday when there's Americans getting blown up over there? And thousands of other people, mostly civilians? You're having a barbecue? And you're the leader of the free world? Come on. I mean, it's beyond any doubt. If America reelects Joe Biden, goodbye. That's the point we're at now in history. Oh, it just makes me sick. So what's going to happen? Well, what won't happen is the United States sending military. Even though Lindsey Graham, the senator from South Carolina, wants us to bomb Iran or some crazy thing like that. Come on, Lindsey. You know? You don't start World War III. You bomb Iran, every Arab in the world is going to be gunning for us, literally. You don't do that. What's the matter with you? Summing up, evil. That's what drives murder and war. Evil. Let's wise up here. We're living in a very dangerous world. We have a weak president. The second worst in our country's history. He didn't do it, but nobody fears him. Nobody. And that's a memo. All right. I didn't even want to run a soundbite from Biden today. That's how meaningless it is, but I'm going to do it anyway. Go.
The brutality of Hamas, his bloodthirstiness brings to mind the worst rampages of ISIS. This is terrorism. But sadly, for the Jewish people, it's not new. This attack has brought to the surface painful memories and the scars left by a millennia of anti-Semitism and genocide of the Jewish people. So in this moment, we must be crystal clear. We stand with Israel. We stand with Israel. And we will make sure Israel has what it needs to take care of its citizens, defend itself, and respond to this attack. There's no justification for terrorism. There's no excuse.
Everybody knows Chuck Norris. He's not just an action star in the movies. He's a vet, family man, big on health. Now, Chuck has spent decades of his life trying every supplement out there. Most did nothing, but a few provided dramatic changes. So Chuck Norris put them together into a drink called Morning Kick. By adding Morning Kick to his diet, Chuck says he feels better at the age of 83 than he has in years. Morning Kick combines Chuck Norris's favorite supplements into one great tasting daily drink. It's got probiotics for weight loss, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for your muscles and joints, as well as several powerful anti-aging supplements. You'll end up with more energy, better digestion, and you'll think more clearly and feel younger. Visit mymorningkick.com/first. That's mymorningkick.com/first. Remember, all individuals are unique, so your results can and will vary. All right, here is the mail. We go to Tanya Berlaga, Parkland, Florida. Bill, you've said many times that our country has excellent intelligence and we would be able to intercept a terrorist attack like 9/11 if it was planned. If that's so, how would you explain the attack on Israel? Well, Tanya, first of all, give me a break, okay? I never said 100% guarantee that U.S. intel can protect us from a terror attack. Nobody would ever say that. So give me a break. What I did say is in 22 years, our intelligence services have prevented hundreds of terror attacks on our soil. I cannot explain the Hamas attack. I assume in the months to come, we'll know why that intel failed. Dave Schoof, Sacramento, California. Why has Congresswoman Tlaib not been sanctioned and removed from her role in government? Because there is no mechanism in the Constitution to remove an elected federal official who speaks out about anything. You can't. You can impeach her, but they're not going to do that. It's a freedom of speech thing. But there's a reason why Congress people only serve 2-year terms. So in Michigan, Tlaib should be out on her butt, right? But she'll probably win again because it's an Arab district. Adrienne Gentile, Las Vegas. We the people are now furious watching the Biden administration lead our country into chaos. We need new leadership, not ideology. Well, we the people is what, Adrienne? Biden got 80 million votes. And if he ran tomorrow, he'd get 60 million more. I think maybe 55. We the people? There's division in this country, not unanimity. Lisa Concierge, remember Lisa? I hope you're enjoying it. Progressive totalitarians are not only not care about the fairness of life, they want to destroy the exceptional American opportunities so more folks can depend on big government. That's absolutely true. And that's why I wrote the column, Sunday column, about the difference in England, our greatest, strongest ally, and here, about opportunity. Didn't read that? Please read it. Terrence, college degree is highly overrated, especially these days. I've done very well without one. Learned a trade, went into the Air Force, hired by IBM upon discharge, advanced through the ranks. Sure, I'm not saying everybody should go to college, but if you can, it'll help you. Patrick Glover, Lyndhurst, New Jersey. I want to thank you for getting me Killing the Witches on time. We always get you killing books on time. Always. Never let you down. Today I start chemotherapy for tonsil cancer. It's been a long day, but the book has helped. I can't put it down. It's making time flying by. Well, Patrick, look, I am so happy that this is a diversion, and we wish you all the best on this chemotherapy thing. You know, it's meant to be, and just fight. Fight, fight, fight. Lisa Corkamp, San Diego, just want to take a moment to tell you how much I love the Killing books. They're fascinating. I've read Killing Reagan, Killing the Legends, Killing Lincoln. I'm picked up Killing the Witches at Costco, and it is exciting. Killing the Witches, best Halloween book, with apologies to Edgar Allan Poe. Sorry, Edgar. Best Halloween book ever. Okay? You read this book, and a lot of different aspects to it. Now it's smoking. Okay, it's going to debut at number 2 on the New York Times list on Sunday. Number 1 is a hate Trump book. There's nothing I can do about it. These are block buys. These hate Trump people. I don't know. But Killing the Witches, number 2, we thank you all. Drive me crazy I'm not number 1, but wasn't meant to be, right? We have a new offer in appreciation of all our new Concierge and Premium members. Thousands of you have signed up in the last month. So this, listen to the offer. You get Killing the Witches, a top grade polo shirt of your choice with whatever logo you want on it, and a 3-month BillO'Reilly.com premium membership gift card that you can give to anybody. So they get premium membership for 3 months free. All of that, $59.95. I mean, that's a fabulous deal. The shirt will last you forever. The book is the book. You'll love it. And then you can give that premium membership away. So that is in honor of you, all of you guys who have come on board. We couldn't be happier. Word of the day, do not be restive, R-E-S-T-I-V-E, when writing to us. Once again, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Back with a final thought on my trip. You have helped support MyPillow and their employees in these very tough economic times. Mike Lindell knows that and continues to give back with deals on his most popular products. And now there's great news. The MyPillow 6-pack bath towel sets are back in stock. Their proprietary technology makes them absorbent, yet still provides that soft feel you want in a towel. The set comes with 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 2 washcloths. For a limited time, get this 6-pack towel set for only $39.99 when you use the promo code BILL. That's a 50% savings. So please go to mypillow.com or call 800-869-0298. Use promo code BILL to save 50% on the MyPillow 6-pack towel sets. This is just $39.99 for a set. That deal will not last long. Okay, here's the final thought of the day. So I was 4 days in England. British Airways. Good. It was good. There I am in the Cotswolds, okay, which is a beautiful place about 30 miles northwest of Oxford. That's where I was based, in Oxford. And I was there because my son, there I am, and I love that sign. Okay. My son is studying third year in Oxford, and he's doing very well. So I had to go over. I mean, you see how my money's being spent over there. But he's a big star on the lacrosse team, the Oxford lacrosse team, and they waxed Bath last week. And tomorrow they play Plymouth. And that's where the Mayflower came from. So they got to drive down to the coast, play Plymouth. So he's, lacrosse just starting really up in England. And so the coach recruited him. It's like that show, Ted Lasso, American coach. There's my kid who's the leader of the pack on a team. Something really funny. But Oxford, if you saw the Harry Potter movies, they shot the exteriors, a lot of them in Oxford. It's from the 12th century. You walk around, nothing's changed. And if you want to build something new in Oxford, see ya. They're going to let you. It was packed with people. I couldn't believe how many people were. And crazy bicycle people, you watch everything because they drive on the left. And we went to London. I told you a little bit about it, but London was packed. I mean, went to Portobello Road. It's a big marketplace. You get anything you want there. But it was so crowded. And everybody's on this. Walking into people, there are people bouncing off walls. And it was a zombie. You see that movie, what was it, X War or War X or something about the zombies attack? That's what this was. We were like, it was crazy. I mean, you needed to have a suit of armor to walk down Portobello Road. There's people all over the place. And nobody's watching. Everybody's looking at the stupid phone. It was bedlam. So then I went out and we refreshed at the Dorchester Hotel on Park Lane, which is the best hotel. I always stay there. Old English hotel. And then we went down to Curzon Street, which is the main street in Mayfair. Mayfair, as I said, all Saudi. I mean, by England, I don't know where you went, but you're not in Mayfair anymore. And then we went up to Berkeley Square, where my father used to send me money when I was over there. I wanted to see it for it. That's pretty much the same. And then Grosvenor Square, where the American Embassy used to be, they moved it down by the river, the Thames, and now they're building a Rosewood Hotel in the American Embassy. So I spent a lot of time in the embassy as a reporter, in and out of there. So I visited, and I dragging my son along and look, here's what your old man did here, here's what your old man did there. We had a great time. It was really a good time. And I hadn't been there in a while. Now I'm spoiled because Ireland, we go to every 2 years. And sorry, British people, but Ireland is more beautiful than Britain because there's so many fewer people there. So 52 million on the island in England, Great Britain, and then 5 in the Republic of Ireland. So the nature, that's the difference. But the Cotswolds are nice. I mean, you walk into the church and it says founded in 1237 and it's still operating. It's still there. So we post a lot of pictures. They're on BillO'Reilly.com in the photo gallery. I think you'll enjoy them. All in all, it was an excellent trip, and I'm glad I got to take it. I miss you guys, of course, and I hope we made it up to you tonight. I think this was a crackerjack show, and again, we want to hear from you about what you think. And thank you very, very much for watching it. We will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.